Oobla Lotuk friends, and you are
Oobla Lotuk
friends. Welcome back
friends, and
to
you are
Oobla
friends.
Lotuk
Welcome back
friends, and
to
you are,
Oobla.
as always, I'm Joshua Hadley, and about like a quarter of the time, he's the Lord Justin Blanger of the Principality of Sealand.
That's true. So, Streamlabs has been weird for me lately, so I've been having to open up the stream prior to us properly going live to make sure that my microphone can actually be heard in the stream. And I forgot to close it before we started, so I just got a little bit of little double Josh action there to start us off. But it's good now.
Oh,
We're good now. We're all good. Everything's good. It's all good, and we're here for Trek in the Future again. Another week of Trek in the Future.
at least no one got like obliterated like the first Star Trek film.
That's true. And at least no one spent 40 minutes of the episode muted by accident, like the previous episode of this podcast. Oops.
Oh,
But hey, we're doing the deal. Onward.
yeah. So today we're talking the new episode of Starfleet Academy.
Yep.
Cozine, Cozine, Cozine,
Cosine?
Cozine.
Cosine. Not to be confused with codeine, which is a different thing entirely.
I thought you said Cody Dean for a second.
Definitely not to be confused with Cody Diener. That's a very different thing.
And we're gonna talk about Imagination's Limit from the Star Trek Con audio series.
Mm.
Con! We're gonna discuss logging everything we did. We're gonna talk about criticism, and we're definitely gonna be critical of Gopher in the way he hasn't did a follow up for Just Call Me Snoopy yet.
It's true. I only did one blog post for Just Call Me Snoopy, like 16 years ago.
Oh, I mean, come on, dude. How long are you gonna make us wait?
I'm not even Snoopy anymore.
Exactly. You gotta like, dude, just call me Gopher or something.
True. And then finally, I'll finish the trilogy with Just Call Me Justin. Mm.
There we go. Just call me Lord Justin.
It'll be Just Call Me Justin, and then I'll start the spin-off series. Just Call Me the Lord of the Principality of Sealand.
There we go.
Mm.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to find that, just go to blog.
Don't tell them about that. Just we're watching Star Trek. Cozy.
Cozy. Well, let's get into the review a little
Yeah.
early. Why not? um. So, in this episode of Starfleet Academy, they go on vacation. All the students and most of the staff. There's a couple of
Yeah,
people
after
left behind.
last week's episode was a very traumatic one for everyone.
But this seems like a scheduled
I think it's
break.
about a month later. I think they said because
Yeah,
the Caleb said that his girlfriend was in a coma. I think like a month ago.
Mara.
Yeah. It's been a month since they talked, and she was put in a coma from the events of the previous deal.
Yeah. Before we get into that piece of it, so they're all taking some sort of wormhole dealio.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. Well, it has to be a normal transporter because they're just going to different places on Earth.
Yeah.
Sam goes to Detroit to go to a hologram spa. I think that's what they said. It's not my words, guys.
Yes.
Um, and poor
Caden
Sam's a bit glitchy.
was supposed to go to Ibiza. He was supposed to. Jaden. Jaden? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to go to Ibiza. That didn't end up dealing. Something else ended up happening.
Poor Durham gets supposedly kidnapped. I say supposedly. I mean, well, I guess if you're here, there's gonna be spoilers. Spoiler alert, everyone.
He gets
Spock dies in Wrath of Khan.
he gets like kidnapped for a wedding that he knew was going to happen, but it was expecting to happen a lot later than it was, than was the plan. He's an
Yeah, he
arranged
gets
marriage type of thing.
yeah, and Jaden sees this and he's like, "Oh no, my friend's getting kidnapped." So he jumps into the. This is
Mm,
where I was thinking about the wormhole.
yeah,
So this one's a wormhole, not like the normal transporters, because they end up on a whole different planet.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, turns out like you were saying, homie's got an arranged marriage with his girly friend,
True.
and um, well, all this is taking place. They're spending time with their families, but Caleb like ain't got no family. Like Nala, the commander, the captain,
Mm,
whatever the Rosie's playing in this show.
yeah.
Um, I've heard her been called both.
Mm,
So she tries to get him to travel with her somewhere, and
yeah.
Caleb's like, "Nah, I'm just hanging out here."
Yeah.
In Genesis, we get some news when earlier before that Nala is going to recommend that she gets promoted to a course, fast track to captain or something. I mean, it's something of that flavor.
Yeah.
Um, maybe do the Kobayashi Monroe test. Not
Mm,
sure, but
yeah.
w- you know, um, we're not gonna see. I mean,
Mm,
turns out she faked her recommendations, and
mm,
we'll talk about that in a minute.
yeah.
So yeah, let's get into the Caleb hasn't messaged Tamara in a month.
Yeah.
I mean, she was in a coma, but she's awake now.
Yeah.
We know that.
He learned that she was awake and still hadn't messaged her. He was kind of unsure of how to go about it. How to, like, if he should message her, if he should go see her. Yeah.
I get that feeling like I got an email for this girl, and I just think I'm gonna wait till Earth Day. Like,
Mm.
give me a reason. I didn't want to do Christmas because I don't care. I Christmas, whatever. But Earth Day is a pretty big holiday. But yeah, like maybe I'll just message her, but there's nothing really stopping me. But I totally get what he's feeling. I mean, it's a little bit different because his explanation is she sort of saw later on how his life has just been screwed up by Starfleet. That's
Yeah.
not the greatest thing.
Yeah. He had that moment in the previous episode where like she saw stuff from his past accidentally because she can't really control her powers fully.
Hmm. And well, Caleb is dealing with this issue. Genesis turns out she's staying at the Starfleet Academy too. I think pretty sure she lies about
Yeah.
how boring it would be to stay there. Maybe not. Maybe that's the one true thing.
Mhm.
But they get to hang out and do shenanigans together,
They do some shenanigans, play some games.
like Tetris.
Mm, you know, not Tetris, but like Tetris. Mm.
Yeah.
There's like a little
Um.
slug thing or something at some point that can teleport. Whole situation.
Oh, before we get too sidetracked, let's go back to Durham. So he's getting his arranged marriage. Jaden
Yes.
ends up following on accident, and
Yeah, Jaden ends up
yeah,
basically getting the best man kind of role as a result.
yeah. So now he's gonna have to wrestle the best friends in the arcade anarchy.
Mm. He's got to do a speech, which, as we've seen in previous episodes, he's not very. He did overcome it to a degree, but it's still, you don't really get over public speaking that fully. Like you can overcome it to a degree, but it's still gonna you're still gonna be nervous.
Yeah, and I feel like he does a good job,
Mm,
you know. And yeah, so the conflict with this, and we'll go into this later with criticism, is Durham feels obligated to do this marriage because I mean it's arranged and now it's being called for,
yeah,
even though he really enjoyed his time in Starfleet. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Because also the marriage would also result in like him becoming royalty, essentially. Like she's royalty, so he'd be marrying into royalty, and they would be like ruling something together.
and we know recently, like they've been in the news. Like we don't know if he ended up in the Epstein files or
That's true.
something.
That's true. It could be.
Probably not. I think he's too young for that in the in the 30th 31st century, whatever. Um.
I don't know. The way things are
Anyway,
going, it might still be going by then.
maybe we'll
Mm,
see.
mm,
Just remember, Trump. The island of corruption was just the beginning.
yeah.
And anyway, um, all that's taking place, and I'm just looking at the time, and we might as well just say like the what his wife is like, he she hears Jaden's speech, and she's like, wow, he's sacrificing everything for everyone else, but is this what he really wants? And she
Mm,
she breaks up the marriage
yeah.
just so that he could be happy
Mm,
because he wasn't gonna do it.
true,
He's just like,
man.
I'll do whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna do what he was supposed to do, but he gets to go back to Starfleet and do more Starfleet shenanigans.
Yeah, like playing 3D chess.
True, true.
And let's see. I'm just thinking of the other um where, where else do we need to go
the
here? I mean, so
what?
Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, she it's found out that she like faked her recommendations, and so she was trying to get Caleb inadvertently, well, not inadvertently, but like without his knowledge, to help her get in to the thing this so she could access them and change some stuff because it would mess with her, the thing she's about to get. And they end up getting caught, and so she does not get the thing that she was gonna get. She doesn't get that. Jaden also or Caleb also gets in trouble for being involved. Uh,
Yeah.
so but as Caleb says, all this happened and you're still standing. So
It's still there,
still
I
there.
mean, sometimes you get a blow and it might be terrible or you might feel bad, but
Mm,
you know, life still goes on.
true.
And it's just Genesis is still in Starfleet.
Mm,
Yeah, I, I really enjoyed this episode.
mm.
I felt,
I, excuse me, I
um,
did as well. Even though it's the lowest rated one so far on IMDb,
yeah.
I did enjoy. It's 4.5.
So I guess it's just as good as NAA Power or a good episode of NAA Power.
Yeah, but
I
I
guess.
liked it though. Yes, I mean I like this.
um,
I did not like
yeah.
NWA Power.
What? That Hornswoggle.
The true mark of what a company's worth. Do they have Hornswoggle? If the
That's
answer
what
is
people
yes,
remember.
it's not worth
Yeah.
much.
Um, and I enjoyed this too. It. I really like the what the drama that they're experiencing in the show.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot to learn for people, or at least to think about, especially in their own lives. And
yeah, yeah.
and yeah, I don't know why it's a 4 on
Yeah.
IMDb. Like,
I mean, I,
am I
I,
missing something?
you know, I don't really either, because like I was gonna say, well, I do know why, because the whole review bombing thing, but like they didn't hit the other episodes this heavily, so I don't know. I don't know why this one specifically got like the lowest score so far.
And
30%.
yeah,
Maybe it's just
yeah.
because like something huge and devastating happened in the last episode, and then this one, in comparison, feels more tame. But like, you can't have crazy shit happening in every single episode.
I mean, there was crazy stuff in this episode. Like
That
we had
teleporting slug or
poor
whatever it
Durham
was.
get kidnapped, and that was pretty crazy. And after that, like I need some a caffeine hit, man.
So do I, and I have some more now. Courtesy of the good pal Joshua there. I got the tiger's blood that you can see backwards because my camera does the backwards. Tiger's blood, which is
Tiger
strawberry, watermelon, and coconut flavor. The coconut comes through the most for me. I taste the coconut, and I liked the Japanese soda flavor, but I
blood.
definitely think so far this one is my favorite of the two flavors I've had. I
Yeah,
like
it was really good
I
when
like
I had it.
coconut. Yeah, I'm a big. I like coconut flavor, and the coconut comes through the most in this. And it's good. And it's
My
tasty stuff.
my lips go off.
My mom also liked it. Let her try it. She liked it as well. And again, she is someone who does not like energy drinks. So
So interested for people who don't like energy drinks. This is maybe a good alternative. And I'm drinking Japanese Yakuza still. Oh,
mm,
do a little mixy mix there.
mm,
I'm just putting a scoop with some water.
mm,
12 ounces to 16 is what they recommend. I got a
yeah,
little bit more, but that's what's great about Nubby is
yeah.
I do it my way,
What about the
shaken,
highway
not
though?
stirred.
That's right.
What
I'm stirring because I don't have a. I don't use a bottle for these. I just got a nice little cup here. Yeah, stirring in there. Yeah, yeah. Hear all that clacking of the stir.
I'm grateful when I got it for you. I was able to save a 10%.
You were, and you know how you were able to do that by using promo code GopherTalk at checkout, or clicking that link right there in the chat, or if you're in YouTube watching this in the description, it automatically applies the promo code GopherTalk, and you get 10% off your order.
10%. No ampersand though.
No ampersand, just GopherTalk.
And they got a new flavor.
What is it?
Rainbow sherbet. Maybe I should have tried that just to hype it
Mm,
up.
mm,
I'll try to remember.
nice. Well, this
And
one's a new flavor for me, and it is good.
good in his neighborhood.
Good old tiger's blood. Drinking Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a good spot for the W. When is it ready for me to drink more?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I've been listening to the Star Trek Con audio series.
Yes. God.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have to figure out a different way today or something. I've been leaving my dog alone at the house for the past week.
Mm.
I didn't mean to whistle, but I got
Mm.
terrible teeth.
Mm.
Um, and he decided to chomp on my earbuds. Uh,
Mm. That's rough.
maybe I'll listen. Maybe I'll listen to it while I play Minecraft or something.
You know.
Wow. Um, or I would buy a new pair of earbuds, but we're experiencing a storm right now, so I can't just hop over to the
Yeah.
store. And I wasn't thinking about it when I
Mm.
went yesterday.
Mm. Also, I saw the other day you posted a picture. You opened your door, and it was just like just a wall of snow.
Yeah, it's been a real pain in the ass.
It's
And
crazy.
now,
Like
just
text. Texas gets like completely shut down if we get like 3 inches of snow, and then meanwhile over there in Alaska, it's like you open your door and all you see is white.
When Malik saw that, yeah, I was like, he got scared. He's like, ah, poor puppy.
Mm,
Oh, puppy. He's over where we can't see him.
yeah.
um, but yeah, and now there's gonna be more snow in this storm.
Mm,
It's projected,
mm.
so more shoveling. Yay!
Yeah. Hooray.
Yay! Hooray, puppy! I love it. Anyway, so I'm listening to Star Trek Con. Interesting episode. We get aliens. I
Mm.
mean, everyone's aliens in in
Yes.
this world except like the actual creatures that are in the Alpha Five.
Mm.
But we get aliens. Turns out they're telepaths, like
Mm.
Justin is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that about myself.
I mean, you just never apply yourself is
That's
the
true.
issue.
That is true.
Well, you seem to be able to send like your image to people so that you become a little man in their brain, like you are on
Well, you
Twitch.
know, yeah, yeah, I do that. I also like I send some type of sound waves through the internet to turn people gay, something of that nature. And it's,
Oh, so that's what it was.
I'm a bit out
Okay.
of practice, but yeah, I believe that's what I do.
Anyway, yeah. So these people have these powers, and Khan was going to attack them just
Yeah,
to get the jump on them, because
yep,
that's what you do.
gotta do it.
For Marla was trying to convince them not to, and
Mm,
telling them how Starfleet handles situations of first contact. God wasn't hearing it. It's like we gotta just take the jump, get the jump on these people,
yeah,
and they ended up. Well, she says they could be telepaths, and they end up being telepaths. Um, and they end up showing him where there's a reserve of water because one of the things they could do. So City Alpha 6, if you remember from Wrath of Khan, explodes and
mm,
turns this habitable planet into a hellscape. Um, if you remember the Wrath of Khan,
yeah,
and this was interesting to learn, like how do they survive that? Like, what did they do? And these aliens give our aliens like the information of like where's the water at so you can
yeah.
survive. And um, yeah, it's I did find this very interesting.
Mm,
And I think like we have some real world parallels of we have people who are happy just to like kidnap the president of a country or just to invade and like that's what we ought to do. And is that really like the best idea? Like I don't think
I don't
so.
know about that.
But yeah, yeah. That was an interesting scenario for me, and it's interesting. Like I just said earlier, it's interesting to find out like how they end up like figuring out how to live through the other planets of the Alpha Six just exploding.
Mm,
Fortunately, so I have been enjoying the series. Like, um, I do like audio shows, so typically what I do, and I've said this before, but I guess this is for anyone new. Like every Halloween or Halloween October, I'll listen to some Boris Karloff like
mm,
radio shows, and yeah, very much enjoy that. So
yeah.
this is something that's sort of similar.
Mm,
And I for an audio series, like I don't listen to a lot of them. Not saying I do this all the time,
yeah.
but it's very much. enjoyable for me. I've been listening to it on Spotify. It's also on YouTube.
Mm.
Um, and as a Star Trek show, mm, I feel like it's good. It's interesting. And so I mentioned last week how they're in the Miyazaki, which is brought up again in Starfleet Academy. Of course, it's interesting that they're using the ship that ends up being derelict in the show we're watching now. And of course, George Sakai, Captain Sulu is
Oh
Sulu's the
my.
captain.
Yeah.
Oh my! And it's cool to hear George Sakai in the show, and
Yeah.
of course Tuvok is
Who'd you just
an
say?
ensign. Tuvok,
Okay, I said Tupac. I'm like, wait, he's in Star Trek now?
no Tuvok.
Like that's where he was
We all
hiding this
got
whole
Tupac.
time.
We all got Tupac yet. We'll find out that we'll see him when they go back to the 90s. I guess they already did that. Or, no, it wasn't the 90s. Tomorrow was like 2016 or no, was it 2024 or what? I can't remember.
I don't remember
Never
either,
mind. That's not important.
but
I say it's not important. They're gonna say we're going woke and give this review bomb the show.
yeah. We have gotten some dislikes on this on the spot on the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
damn.
You know,
I
you
can't
don't,
see that.
you don't see. Yeah, it's not public for YouTube anymore, so I just outed our dislikes. But yeah, there's some people who are like, oh man, I don't know. These guys they look a little too woke here. One of them's white,
I
but
don't
the
know.
other
Maybe
one's
it's
kind
because they
of,
can't hear you.
you know. Yeah,
You're definitely too woke though.
man.
Like
I
you've
don't think
been disappointed.
I don't think we
Yeah.
got any dislikes for any of the I'm blanking on the name of the Strange New Worlds. I don't think we got any dislikes for any of the Strange New Worlds episodes. It's only a couple of the Starfleet Academy ones.
Um, I think this is more interesting. Yeah. So why do you feel for this show we're getting a lot more negative attention than Strange New Worlds? Like,
Because we're talking complimentary about a thing that's getting review bombed. You know, it's the same people review bombing are the ones disliking the show.
man,
Mm, unfortunate, but
man.
again, YouTube removed the dislike bar years ago, so it's like doesn't really do anything anymore.
Other than I guess helps them for the algorithm, maybe. Like I'm not
I
sure.
don't even think it does anything with the algorithm. I've seen plenty of videos that are like heavily because there is there's a plugin that you can use that shows you what like the regular like dislike bar, but it's also I don't think it works correctly. Like I don't think it properly tracks it. So I don't know exactly how it works, but I've seen
Hmm.
some that were like heavily disliked that appeared on my page. So who knows? I don't,
Maybe we'll just like do what everyone else does and just like just hate on the show. Like um I don't like that uh that Jaden he uh he has two legs. Like that's too
mm,
much for me.
yeah, that's two legs too many. Mm-mm. I need everybody to be like that guy from the that Will Ferrell voice in that animated show from the '90s, like Oblongs or Oblongs or something like that.
Well, I look like other people having two legs is fine. Like just the way
Just
it's cool
specifically
that
G.
Scotty. It's cool that Scotty was fat, but like people like that lady and I guess maybe Sam,
Mm.
whoever else being the Klingon lady who's girly friends with a Trig
Girly friends, quote unquote.
yeah those people being fat like they can't be fat.
Mm.
So, like Jaden, like other people can have two legs, like him though. Like what the
Yeah, I
hell?
don't know. I don't know about that
Like
guy having two legs. That don't seem right. That
it's
don't sit
going
right
woke.
with me. Mm.
Going what?
When are we gonna get paid by Saudi Arabia? That's what I want to know. When are we gonna get some Saudi money?
Mm, I don't want the Saudi money. I want the money from
APAC.
Zimbabwe. There's something different, like a cool country, you know.
Hmm.
That's what I want. Or maybe trying to maybe the Congo or
Um,
what about the Principality of Sealand?
well, I don't think they have too much money to spare us, unfortunately.
They got money.
They're
They got
our people are it's a small group.
well. Talking about small groups.
Yes.
It's So I said last week the Green Party of Alaska was gonna table at. I mean, I'm pointing behind me because that direction is where the Lions Club is at.
Yeah.
Like anyone else would know, like it's silly that way over there.
Over there.
Um, I said I was gonna table there today, last week, and I don't think so. I
Mm,
don't think it's happening.
yeah.
It's storming.
True. Yeah.
In fact, well, I'm not gonna advertise the story, but what else the Green Party is doing. So our website is alaska-greens.org.
Yes.
Um, so next week,
Mm,
I I get to make a flyer for this event. Hopefully, it can still happen. Chess and pizza, where
mm.
we play 3D chess like they do in Star Trek. We've been doing that and eating pizza.
God,
Um,
well, I don't know. I don't know if you're allowed to do pizza parties anymore. I think
maybe not.
anyone who does a pizza party might be implicating themselves in something here.
Well, you are because so I got two rules if you got pizza with us. You either sign whatever petition we have to agree to be part of the Green Party, or you need to give us an interesting topic to talk about. So if you're not gonna put your name down, you better have something interesting for us to talk about.
Interesting
If not,
assignment.
if not, I'm gonna tell Justin on your ass, man.
He's gonna tell me. He's gonna tell me. Look, and here are some suggestions for those of you out there. You want the pizza? You can tell them. Talk about dogs. Those are interesting. Talk about cats. Those are interesting. Talk about
For, for,
ferrets. Those are
for
very
whatever
interesting.
reason. For whatever reason, I thought he was gonna say you could talk about how Booker T has never paid back Randy Orton for
That's
what he
also
did for him.
that is also very interesting. It's a very interesting one to talk about. Capybaras, very interesting animal. You could talk about those. There's a lot. There's a
Yeah,
lot of. You could talk about the time when Chris Jericho had Jeff Hardy in the walls of Jericho, and Jeff Hardy crawled and he got to the ropes, and he was on the ropes, and the referee counted, and the referee did the 5 count. Jericho refused to let go after the 5 count, and then Jericho just pulled Jeff off the ropes and put the hold back in, and Jeff tapped, and he lost the match. Jericho should have been disqualified. You could talk about
Urban.
that. That referee fucked
But
over Jeff Hardy.
yeah, let's see. Yeah, just to since we got a minute, um, here, um, I'll just go follow what Benjamin Franklin wanted to do for his group, and um, I'm gonna highlight it. So next week when I advertise this, I'll tell you guys what we're really looking for. Unless if you bring up the Jericho thing, then fine. You're gonna have no. Actually, I'll be very happy, and you will get pizza. But
Yes.
I'll tell you what we're really looking for. I was inspired by that through the pursuit of happiness and what Benjamin Franklin wanted to do with the group he had back in the it had been the 18th century. I also have to think like, so the 1700s is the 18th century. Okay. Anyway, I'm just looking at Discord here, and it's time to talk about logging
Yeah,
everything you do.
our weekly goal, which we didn't post in the server this week. Did an oopsie on
Yeah,
that, so no one was able to.
not even a well, yeah, oopsie. Like I just been so busy.
Yeah, yeah. So nobody was
Um,
able to participate and win some merch, but we still have. So yeah, Rob got.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, what I thought is people ought to watch the show and get
True,
updates.
true. You know, watch the show, you get your updates. But yeah. So we did
Oh,
this
no,
one. Hmm?
I was waiting to get paid. I got paid yesterday to send our homies their
Yes, yeah.
passes.
Rob already has a mug, a Gopher and Tuck mug. He's also going to be getting a Larry Bigman water bottle, and our pal Jeff is going to be getting a Gopher and Tuck mug for his.
Hopefully, oh, packaging is questionable, but
Yes, we'll,
maybe because he lives in American land,
yeah,
he
we're
can
gonna see how that
post
goes
them
with
up.
getting that there for him. So the thing this week was basically like doing a journal for our day, essentially. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
log
log.
everything you do today and review it tonight. So keep an activity log of everything you do, how long you do it for, why you felt like doing it. When reviewing your activity log tonight, be brutally honest with yourself. Don't justify or rationalize each action gets you closer to your goals or it doesn't.
Yes. So I didn't remember exactly what the specifics were, so I just wrote down the stuff I did and the time. I did it for Wednesday. So should I just like go through what I did there, or do
Let's just talk about it. Let me give you like so I'll say what I do. So I did it yesterday, and I just put it on the time of like when I start doing an activity, and this is always frustrating for me. I did 5 pages
I?
of my little like I don't have like a big like notebook.
Yeah.
I have it. It's about this size. It wasn't this one. This one been better, but it's about that size, and I just write down the time in military time, and
Mm,
I think for one, no, for like three of what things I did, I wrote down how I felt. So not quite like in line with what they wanted, but this is always the tough one for me because one time I just get asked like well one time like yesterday I just get asked, can you take the truck and feel it while I'm in the middle of like getting undressed after lunch? I'm like, I'll do that, and I end up leaving the notebook at Manila, and so
yeah.
I just continue the log on another notebook that I had,
Mm,
and so I do my rounds of fueling and getting whatever for the field clinic, and I come back and I update it,
yeah.
and I come back to sorry, I'm like really complaining here, but it's a challenge, so I'm
Yeah.
just going through the challenge of this, and so I'm shoveling um while waiting for my parents to come home from Anchorage on their flight, and they're late. It's really frustrating. So
Mm,
yesterday I had chess club, and they come home late, and so that leaves me like with just about enough time to take a cab over to the youth center, and I end up forgetting the notebook again.
mm,
I didn't update it this time, but I didn't do the review part of this. So like I'll count it as a win because from my understanding of how to think about these challenges is if you just try to do it, then like but um yeah, from I don't want to keep going on. I'm taking so much time, but um that's okay. It's our show. I'll just say so Thursday I started work um 8 in the morning, and I got off early at 4 just because. at a city council meeting from 5 to 9 o'clock, and then I came home and watched Star Trek, so I was up to like 10:40. Um, and then yesterday I just decided to stay in bed until like 6:40 or whatever, and um, it's just my days were just filled with things to do, and it was hard. It's like pretty tough. But anyway, yeah, tell us what you did.
So I just wrote my thing in Notepad. I did a Notepad document. I didn't do like the reviewing or anything because I kind of forgot like the specifics were. So I just like wrote down. But I wrote the time and like what I did. So it was on Wednesday. It's a pretty normal routine for me. Wake up at 7 a.m. Use the bathroom. I shit every single day when I wake up. It's just as soon as I wake up, I'm like, yep, that this is happening. I'm going to that toilet. Um, Checked emails, messages, all that stuff. 8 o'clock had breakfast. Chocolate almond protein cereal that day. Some almond milk, and cup of Dubby energy. And I watched some Sakamoto Days, the anime I'm currently on right now. So I watched an episode of that while I ate. 8:30 a.m. Spent a bit of time reading about VTubers for some reason. I don't, and I was on browsing Reddit for a bit. 10 a.m. exercise, 20 minutes of weightlifting, 50 minutes on the treadmill. Ate a
Wow.
Greek yogurt afterwards. Watched more Sakamoto Days while I was exercising. 11:30 a.m. I did a Gopher Sans Tuck recording session. Recorded a couple hours of Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Continue that series. Um, then edited it. Got it uploaded to YouTube. Lunch at 3:30. Cup noodles with an orange. 4 o'clock. I continued a my non-anime binge that I've been doing lately. Breaking Bad. I'm finally watching that. So I watched some more
Ah,
episodes of that and played some Astrobot. So
so so is Breaking Bad really woke just because they're doing meth?
yes, yeah, very very woke myth. 6:30, I had dinner. It was I made white rice with blackened chicken, mixed vegetables, eggs, and sriracha sauce. And after that, watched some more Breaking Bad, played some more Astrobot, and went to bed at 10. And that was my day.
See, you just did the review part.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Um, and I felt like some of these things that you do goes towards your goals,
go.
which is
Yeah,
really
and
cool.
exercising and eating a specific diet at specific times of the day is part of the that whole routine.
So you did more of the challenge than I did. I am counting it as a win, though.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to do it.
yeah, we both made an attempt.
Yeah. Anyway, for next week, it's for well this week. I mean,
Yeah, this
throughout
upcoming
this week,
week. Yeah.
eat clean for 24 hours. Take a moment to plan out your meals today. Avoid processed and fast food. Stay away from soda and alcohol. And
Hmm.
not doing this Saturday. That's my alcohol days. um,
So processed food. Trying to think of like what. So obviously, I assume like cup noodles count as processed food.
well,
Uh,
it just says avoid it. Like, I mean, if just I feel like just do what you gotta do, or even just make it more healthy if you can. I mean, sometimes it's just what's available to
yeah,
you.
I don't really have any options at the moment. We do our grocery shopping on the third of the month, and then it's kind of just we're stuck with that for the rest of the month. But
And for me,
mm,
like I remember getting Austin Idol's guide to how to eat well, and I'm like, I can't buy this food here, or
yeah,
what
yeah.
things they suggesting. Um, I mean, if I lived in the lower 48, like I think it would have been a very helpful guide. But
I can avoid
I think it's
alcohol
like,
on any day other than Saturday, so I can do that.
yeah, yeah. Uh, it's a long quote, so I'll leave it for next week. I think I'd rather go into talking about alcohol. What's happening with Gopher and Tuck?
Gopher and Tuck. So yeah, we continuing all the stuff we've been doing. You know, there's that Pokemon series is almost coming to an end. That one's almost finished. Pokemon Yellow, I randomized Nuzlocke for that. Uh, Wrestle Quest is continuing. Once Pokemon's done, we'll be getting back to New Super Mario Sunshine, which is a real game and not Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Mm.
Obviously, as I mentioned, I'm doing Sackboy Big Adventure for Gopher Suck. We got this podcast right here. We do it live on Twitch as we're doing right now, and then goes up on YouTube. We got Gopher After Dark. We got Madden Mondays with TJ. All of that is happening. Uh, Brandon just posted on his channel, the Tucker Lucy channel. He did the
Yeah,
compilation from the Madden stream, so that's up on his
and if
channel.
it's easy to find if you're in the Discord server. It's in the schedule, and he posted it. For now, in the general, it's the thing that pops up. Like I'll reply and I'll say, "There it is," with the gift.
Yeah. So it's Go Over and Talk Twitch replay Madden 26 Super Bowl compilation. He cut that up and put that on there. It's from our Super Bowl stream where he played as the Patriots. I played as Seahawks. We didn't get to finish the game because Madden broke in the fourth quarter, but there's plenty of fun stuff happening in that video. It's a good time. For the first time in my life, I got to be in the same video as JoJo Siwa, so that's something.
Yeah,
So yeah, good stuff there. And
that's awesome.
we're keeping it going here on Gopher and Tuck, doing more stuff, doing more things. Um, and yeah, mm,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Um, yeah. Just join the Discord server, and if you discuss eating clean for 24 hours, like even just saying you can't do it, like the difficulties we have ourselves in doing that, or
yeah.
saying even telling us like Saturday's my alcohol day, or or I'm a Catholic, so I'm like, what am I gonna do Sunday? Am I not gonna
Mm.
do communion or whatever they call it? Um, yeah, hang out with us there. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, um,
Mm.
so this week's topic for philosophy, I wanted to talk about um, criticism. You know
Mm.
that thing coming.
I do know that thing. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and the reason I wanted to go into that was well, several things. It seems to pick up like everything to this week seems to go towards us talking to that. Like Genesis, she gets some bad feedback. I say it that way, but she gets feedback she doesn't like, and still that the whole issue of what happens in the show is she gets her recommendations and she edits it so that she doesn't it doesn't show up as bad, rather.
Mm.
um and um for Star Trek Con, Marla's like, you don't need to just jump those people, and obviously Khan doesn't because he's unable to, but he was more than willing.
Yeah. Oh god.
um
Every time I look out my window, I turn back and my camera like zooms in on my face.
I'll teach you.
Just heard a noise and I'm like,
No,
hey, I'm gonna look out there. Oh, hey, look at that. Got some. Oh,
look at that.
you're the bit boss. You got the 1500. Thank you for the bits. Nice and
Yep.
healed. No killing
Nice
eagle
and tail.
today.
Give me a shell, yeah.
Sure, yeah. There we go.
Anyway,
Anyway.
and for our challenge this week, part of it is just the review is like we're criticizing ourselves really if we feel like we're not doing what we're not doing things that go towards our goals. And
Yeah.
some people just I've been one of these people who just I sometimes I have been able to handle criticism, and
Mm.
it's not good. Like, sometimes people I guess for criticism, example, I brought up Genesis, but there's also Durham. I he I don't know if like part of what drove him was like if he didn't do this marriage, like what blowback or what feedback was he gonna get from like doing something that he wants to stay in Starfleet, but
Yeah, yeah,
doing something that is supposed to be done that is predestined for him and
mm,
still kind of is.
mm,
Um, you know, um, and he's not like he's really just unable to listen to what Jaden is trying to tell him
yeah,
through his own criticisms of what he's doing. Um, and it's actually been past episodes, like the
mm,
one where they're doing the competition with the other school.
yeah,
Like he's had issues taking feedback and saying, "I'm in charge." Just I
yeah,
mean, we talked about the adaptive way.
yeah,
Like criticism goes into that. I mean, so to go beyond the show, like the regimes, administration seem to fail when they just have yes men like on teams. And there's a reason it's not good because you want good feedback. You don't want
yeah.
people just to say, "You're doing a great job. You're doing a
Mhm.
great job." It doesn't seem to end well.
It's like it feels nice to be told you're doing a great job, but if you're not actually doing that great of a job, then it's bad for you.
Absolutely. And y- you know, I I like so I'll go into me like I've had that issue before, and I've tried to just think of it as I can't think of myself as better than other people,
Mm,
and I always have things to learn
yeah.
and different perspectives, and doing the rebuild course. I look at conflict as well, something to be excited for.
Mm,
Maybe
yeah.
there's something to learn.
Yeah.
Um, criticism. I mean, do you have any thoughts on that?
Uh, it definitely like I said. I mean, if you're not doing things well and you're just being told, "Hey, great job," then you're not going to improve and it's going to suck. And but you want to be told you want to do things well, right? You want to be told you're doing things well because you're actually doing things well. And if you get criticism, that helps push you towards being able to do things well, so that you can be told that, and you feel good about it. It, criticism is definitely a good thing. It's just I've also had issues in the past of not taking criticism well. I mean, uh,
Oh,
we've
y- you know, uh, to go into what you say, like you can't just like people could take it in the way wrong direction where they're not willing to give you anything doing well or just like "Yarr," like that's not helpful.
yeah,
And if you're not like supporting someone and whatever they're doing,
yeah,
then you're just looking to just well, let's go for and like shit on them. um,
yeah,
you're not helpful either. I mean,
no,
that's goes beyond criticism to me. Like, criticism is just, I mean, I guess like with the word, it could be negative, like you were going into. Like, if someone's doing well, you oughta. There's ways to talk to people to support them. Um, but
yeah,
I think I read this article by a girl who did chess, and like if she did something other than that, her parents would give her shit.
mm,
Like that's not really supporting. Like
yeah,
I mean, you could criticize or say, "Hey, what you doing?" But you know, there there's the other side to it. Definitely for sure.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I was gonna, excuse me. I was gonna bring up everybody's favorite activity, e-fetting, something that I've done, for a long. I mean, I haven't done it now in like 5 years, but I was actively doing it for a long time, and that's something that you know, you you're like competing directly with people, and in some cases, like I was writing, 50,000 word matches, and it's like you put in that much time and effort to write something, and then people are reviewing it, and some of them gave really good criticism, but it was still like I I would feel good about writing something, and then just seeing someone say negative things about it wouldn't feel great. But like I knew that it was a good thing, but I would still be like, oh man, I did all this, and then you didn't
Mm.
like it that much. But and then of course there were some people in fetting who completely sucked at grading matches, and they just
Well,
said whatever
to
bullshit.
that point, like I quit e-fetting when someone just said I misspelled something, so they didn't really read what I said. And
That was Jeff, actually.
that's
Yeah,
actually that's the last match I really wrote, and
yeah,
I
uh,
signed up for other stuff, and I didn't really do anything.
yeah,
Like I
yeah,
was like, I'm done. Like and that goes into like if you don't get real good feedback, then like
yeah,
what's the point?
yeah, yeah. So it's important, but you also like for those of you giving the criticism, like you need to actually give good criticism. You can't just say everything is bad, it all sucks, you suck, go to hell. Now you gotta like acknowledge if there are good aspects of it, acknowledge that, say what was good, say what was bad, so they know what does work and what doesn't work.
Hey Darkstone,
Hey,
how's it
Darkstone.
going?
Hey, how you doing?
How about Ian Mo?
Little Fred Wardo action there.
Yeah, we're just at the tail end of the show talking about criticism, and
Yeah.
yeah, there's different ways to do things. Like um, it's such a dumb way to end that piece of piece of conversation as we go into the outro. Yeah, it's been a
Yes.
long
Yes.
time.
Yes. Glad you're good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and yeah, we're next week. They don't have the next episode of Starfleet Academy on Memory Alpha, but the next episode of Star Trek Con, I need to press the back button. It's the good of all,
Mm.
and I've enjoyed the show. I need to buy a new pair of earbuds because of my little homie over here.
Yeah. Yeah. The Life of the Stars is the name of the next Starfleet Academy episode that we'll be talking about next week. No plot description yet, obviously, because the episode's not out, but it's called The Life of the Stars.
Yeah, and we really been enjoying the Star Trek shows, and I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to watching more of this.
Yeah, we've unfortunately
So
gone woke.
unfortunately, so I'm just looking at the count. We got a couple more weeks of this show, and we're gonna do like we have been doing. Um, on Discord, we'll put up a poll for films for people to vote for us to watch, and then we'll finish off the season with I was about to say Snoopy with Justin Giggity Gopher playing Star Trek Prodigy Supernova.
maybe
Looking
it'll
forward to that.
maybe I'll finally finish it. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe
I
I'll
think we
waste
just
everyone's time by replaying the same episode I ended the same level I ended the last episode with again.
what do you mean waste everyone's time? We got to see it all again.
uh,
And we'll figure. I think we're gonna have to figure something else out for season 5
five.
because Justin was saying he thinks the new episode of Strange New Worlds will be out next year, which makes sense.
Mm.
Since there's a Star Trek for this year,
Could do another poll to have people decide what we watch for the next season.
maybe or maybe
Mm.
something different.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just go to space.
You know,
Yeah,
could do
there'll be a log of that.
it.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, Darkstone. Thanks for everyone else who's watching.
Thanks
Live
to that
long and
bot who showed up
prosper.
briefly.
Hello, bot. We appreciate you.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, guys, live long and prosper. Subscribe and throw eggs at Gopher's house.
Go ahead and do it. Yes. Bye.
Bye.